the Rolls Royce. The go-to car if you're a billionaire or a celebrity. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look at some of the people that own one. Kim Kardashian, Floyd Mayweather, Jennifer Lopez, Drake, Lady Gaga, Shaq, David Beckham, Kylie Jenner, 50 Cent, Justin Bieber, Ludacris, and Simon Cowell. Yep, Simon Cowell has a Rolls Royce.
Hello.
Hello. The Rolls Royce is the center point for all things luxury, and it does not come cheap. There are 4 main types of Rolls Royces: the Phantom, Ghost, Wraith, and Cullinan. Why do all these models cost so much? Maybe it's because of the 44,000 different colors you can choose from. Or maybe it's the squirrel hair paintbrush used to paint the cars. Or all the insane customizations you can choose from. Well, that's exactly what we're gonna talk about. Why the Rolls Royce is so damn expensive. And I think the answer will definitely surprise you. This is the Rolls Royce. The first Rolls Royce was released in 1907 by a guy named Henry Royce, hence the name. The car was ahead of its time and it could drive 15,000 miles without breaking down, which was completely unheard of back in that time period. It became the pinnacle of reliability and all the rich people wanted one. And even back then, it wasn't very cheap. How much? The enormous, unheard of, jaw-dropping $4,000. Well, to be fair, today that's like 105 grand. And that was just for the chassis. You had to go to another company and drop another 50 to 100 grand on the seats, doors, and body panels. The cars even got so exclusive that they started adding electric shavers and cigar holders. Rolls Royce was a car for the fanciest of the fancy. Fast forward a bit and every single person on the planet wanted one of these bad boys. Hell, it was even in mustard commercials.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon?
But of course.
But just like all other car companies, it ended up failing.
Fail!
In the 1980s, due to the fail of global markets, shrinking sales, the once loved car company had to be sold, and sold again, and sold again, and sold again. To be fair, it's hard to make money when you're selling less than 1,000 cars a year. That was until BMW came around. They bought the company for $570 million back in 1998, minus the Spirit of Ecstasy. You know, this thing. Yeah, BMW had to pay the rights to that separately, which they did, for $40 million. They spent $40 million on this. But once they got a grip on things, there was no stopping them. When you buy a Rolls Royce, you're buying a car that's luxurious and fast, and apparently pretty damn good at drifting too. BMW figured out that nobody wants to spend $500,000 on a car and see 30 others just like it in the parking lot next door. Millionaire probs. That's when they decided to customize each and every client's car, specifically to the buyer's wants and needs, so not one Rolls Royce is like the other. And that's exactly what they did. When you're purchasing a Rolls Royce, you can make it any color. No, literally any color. The Rolls Royce team gives you a selection of 44,000 plus colors to choose from. 44,000. So no matter if it's the color of a lipstick you like, the color of something you own, something you've seen, or just a color that you really like, Rolls Royce can do it. One customer even wanted their Rolls Royce the color of their dog. So they did exactly that. They got the exact color palette of the dog. Hey, what color do you want your car? Dog. If you created your own specific palette and some other billionaire sees it and wants their car to have the exact same paint job, Rolls Royce will actually come directly to you and ask for permission if they can use your color palette on somebody else's car. That's pretty badass. In addition to the endless variations of color, people can request Rolls Royce to infuse their paint with specific materials. Like this one rich customer who bought a bag of 1,000 diamonds and asked Rolls Royce if they could add them to the paint. And they said, absolutely. So they crushed 1,000 diamonds up and added it to the paint. God, I feel poor. They even hand paint the lines on the car with not an ordinary paintbrush, but a brush made out of squirrel hair. Apparently it doesn't leave any marks in the paint while brushing. Now that's luxury. There are many features that makes a Rolls Royce a Rolls Royce. Whether it's the handmade phantom grille, the wheel centers that make sure the RR logo is never rotated, or the Spirit of Ecstasy ornament. But it's inside the car where things start to get a bit pricey. One of the main features that everybody knows about is the Starlight ceiling, where Rolls Royce puts together 1,300 fiber optic roof lights to recreate the look of the night sky in your car. And turns out, you can even customize this too. One customer even customized their roof to exactly replicate the constellation of stars the night they were born. A little much, but hey, if you're rich, I guess why not? When it comes to the dashboard, you can customize that too. You can choose from hundreds of wood types and synthetic trims. One customer even got a custom gold-plated, 3D printed stainless steel dashboard that exactly replicated the customer's DNA profile. Okay. Now we're getting to the point where how much is too much. Oh yeah, baby. See that there? That's my DNA profile. And of course, you can customize the color and material of the interior. Choose from 44,000 different color hues and pick the material you specifically want. Maybe you want it made of bullhide, ostrich, alligator, or even rodent pelt? Yes, you can have your seats made out of rodent pelt. One of the main priorities for Rolls Royce is a silent drive. So that's exactly why they add up to 300 pounds of acoustic installation around the car to block out any and all sound. They even developed special foam-filled tires to block out the noise of the road by 9 decibels. Rolls Royce did such a profound job at this that they actually removed some of the soundproofing because they were worried some people might get acoustic sensory deprivation. So yeah, I guess you can say it's a pretty silent ride. You can even customize the Spirit of Ecstasy, like Drake did, where he replaced it with his own diamond encrusted OVO owl, which that and his other customized features brought the car price to $1 million. So why are Rolls Royces so expensive? Pure luxury and complete customization. Oh yeah, baby. See that there? That's my DNA profile.